Hello everyone, this is Kundan and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial today, we will see 50 tips and tricks for Windows. Let's start with the first one. Tip number 1. How to create a restore point. A restore point is the point of time which you can create when your computer is working fine. If there is any problem later on, then you can always return back to the restore point when your computer was working fine. Right click on my computer icon, click on properties. Click on System Protection. Select the drive where your operating system is installed, either C or D or whatever you have. In my case, my operating system is installed in C drive. Then click on Create button. Give a name to the restore point. Click on Create button. You will get a message that the restore point is successfully created. Click on Close button. Then click on OK. Now if you want to use the restore point later on, click on Start, All Programs. Accessories, System Tools, and then on System Restore. Now the System Restore is starting. Click on Next. Now this is the restore point which I had created, so if you want to restore to this point of time, then click on the restore point. If you don't see a restore point, then click on Show More Restore Points. Select the restore point, then click on Next, and then click on Finish. The system will be restored to that particular point of time. Your computer will be restarted, and when it is finished, then your computer will go back to that particular point of time. Now this tip number 2 is how to download a free antivirus program. Antivirus protects your computer from getting affected by viruses and hackers, and it is necessary for online transaction. For fully protecting the computer, you should always buy a full version of antivirus program. If you just want to surf the internet only, then you can use free antivirus program. You can download either AVG, McAfee or any other antivirus program. In this tutorial, I will show you how to download free AVG antivirus. Open any web browser. In my case, I am opening Google Chrome. And then type Google, and I have opened Google search browser. Search for the phrase free AVG antivirus. Now click on freeavg.com. Click on free download. Click on free download again. Now the free AVG antivirus is downloaded here. Just click on this one to install the antivirus program. Now tip number 3, how to remove the programs that start up along with Windows and boot the computer faster. As you go on installing different programs, then some of the programs start up along with Windows, so this may take the computer to take long time to boot and be ready to start. What you can do is you can remove those programs which start along with Windows and make the computer load faster. Click on Start. Search for MS config. click on it, click on Startup tab. Now whichever programs you don't need to start along with Windows, you can remove that one. Click on Apply, click on OK, and you should restart the computer. Tip number 4 is to stop user account control from notifying you when you install any program. User account control is a security feature in Windows that informs you when a program makes change that requires administrative privilege. Even if you are an administrator, you need to give permission to make changes to the computer. If a program is installing, then user account control will ask you whether you want to install the program or not. If you think that the program you are going to install is safe and you don't need the permission, then you can stop user account control from notifying you. For that one, click on Start and then type UAC in the search box and click on Change User Account Control Setting. Now this one slider, you just move it at the bottom, never notify, then click on OK. Tip number 5, to switch off, how to switch off automatic Windows update. By default, your Windows will download any update for your operating system automatically when you shut down or restart a computer. It takes time for your computer to download and update your system. If you don't want Windows to update your system automatically, then you can change the settings. Click on Start and then search for Windows Update. Click on Windows Update. Click on Change Settings. From drop down, select Never check for updates. It's actually not recommended. Click on OK. Tip number 6, how to log into your user account automatically without putting the password. If you have entered a password for your user account, then you need to enter it to log into your system. But if you are the only one user, then you can bypass the password. Search for the phrase NETPLWIZ. Click on it. By default, it will be user must enter a username and password to use this computer. So if you don't want the user to put in the password, then select the user at first, then remove the tick mark from the checkbox, click on Apply. You need to enter the password, click on OK, and then an OK again. Next time when you start a computer, you don't need to log in the password. Tip number 7, how to bring back the hidden My Computer control panel icons on the desktop. Whenever you install a fresh copy of Windows in your system, then you will only see recycle bin icon on the desktop. You need to bring My Computer as well as other icons on the desktop. For that one, right click on the desktop, click on Personalize, click on Change Desktop Icons. I have already brought My Computer icon on the desktop. If you want to bring other icons such as control panel, just select it and then click on Apply and then on OK. Tip number 8, how to bring back the hidden recent item in Windows. Before, in Windows 97 XP, there used to be recent documents where you could find the recently opened or created documents, but in Windows 7 this feature is hidden. So in order to bring back the recent documents or recent items, right click on Start button, click on Properties, click on Customize, scroll down and select Recent Items. I have already selected the recent items. Click on OK. Click on Apply and then on OK. Now click on Start Document, Start button, then point to Recent Items. You will see the recently opened items or the documents. Tip number 9. How to increase virtual memory. If you have less memory in your system and your computer is running slow, then you can increase the virtual memory. You can use hard disk space as a RAM, where the programs will run temporarily until you save the programs. Right click on Computer, click on Properties, click on Advanced System Settings, click on Advanced tab. Under Performance, click on Settings, click on Advanced again, then under Virtual Memory, click on Change. Now remove this tick mark from the checkbox, Automatically Manage Paging Files. Now just select the drive which you want to use as a virtual memory, then click on this Custom Size Radio button. You can see the recommended size is 3823 MB. You can enter the same amount as the initial size, and for the maximum you can enter like around the double the size of this one. Click on OK, and you can see that you need to restart the computer. Click on OK for restarting the computer. In this way you can increase the virtual memory and make the computer run faster. Tip number 10. How to bypass password required for waking up your computer from sleep mode. If you don't use your computer for a certain period of time, then your computer goes to sleep mode and then you need to enter the password to wake it up. But if you are the only one user for the computer, then you can remove the password. Click on Start, search for the phrase power option, click on Power Options, now click on Require. Tip number 11. Show hidden files and folders. By default some files are hidden in your system. If you want to see all the hidden files, then right click on Start, click on Windows Explorer, click on Tools, Folder Options, click on View tab and select Show Hidden Files and Folders. So whatever the files and folders are hidden in your system, it will be all visible. Tip number 12. Starting computer in safe mode from Windows. Click on Start and search for the term msconfig. Click on it. Click on Boot tab and select Safe Boot. Apply and then on OK. So your computer will restart in safe mode. Now tip number 13. How to update drivers automatically. Drivers are a small piece of software which communicates with the hardware. Without drivers, your hardware cannot perform. You need to make sure that your drivers are always updated so that it functions smoothly. Right click on Computer and then on Properties. Click on Device Manager. Expand any hardware whose driver you want to update. In my case, I will expand display adapters. Right click on the installed hardware, then click on Update Driver Software. Select for search automatically for updated drivers software. Now Windows will start to look for the updated version for the driver. If the driver is found, Windows will download and install the driver. You don't need to do anything. Now tip number 14, how to change the login picture. If you want to have your own picture as a login picture, then go to control panel. Click on user accounts. Click on change your picture. Select the picture if you want from here. If you don't want, then click for browse more pictures. Select the location where the picture is available. Then click on open. Now the login picture will be changed. Tip number 15, arrange your icons automatically on the desktop. If you have icons scattered all over the desktop, then you can arrange the icons automatically. Right click on the desktop, select sort by, and you can arrange the icons either by name, size, item type, or by date modified. In my case, I'm selecting name. Now all the icons will be arranged. Tip number 16, run a program from search box or open any other document. If you want to open Microsoft Word, then you can open from the search box. Click on start, then you can type WinWord for opening Microsoft Word, then click on it. The program will be open. Now instead of the program, if you want to open any document, then again you can click on start, and if you know the name of the document, you can type the name. I look for this file. Now if I click on this, the document will be open. Tip number 17, how to customize power options according to your need. Click on start and search for power option. Click on it. You can either select balanced, which is recommended, or you can select power saver also. If you want, you can make more changes, like click on change plan settings. Then for the turn off display, you can select either the time which you want, or you can select never. For the computer to put to sleep also, you can select the time, or click on, or if you don't want, then click on select never, then click on save changes. Tip number 18, how to add any folder or drive to the favorite folder. Now favorite has the list of the most used folders. Right click on start, or just click on this icon to open Windows Explorer. Open any drive or folder which you want to place in this favorite. In my case, I will open E drive, and I want to include this E drive in the favorite list. So right click on favorite and select add current location to favorite. Now you can see under the favorite there is E drive. Tip number 19, how to pin any application to the taskbar. This is the taskbar. So if you want any programs to be available in this taskbar. Then you can pin the program. For example, I want to pin Microsoft Word to the taskbar. Click on Start, then click on All Programs, and I will go to Microsoft Office 2016, and I will look for Microsoft. Yes, there is Word 2016. Right click on it and pin to taskbar. You can see the Microsoft Word document or Microsoft Word program has pinned to the taskbar. Tip number 20, how to use jump list to open recently created or saved documents. Now jump list, if I right click on this Mozilla Firefox icon, you can see there's a list of websites which I've opened. So this is known as the jump list. So if I want to open any of the, or these are the recently opened websites from Mozilla Firefox. Similarly, if I right click on Microsoft Word document, there is no jump list. Tip number 20, how to use jump list to open recently created or saved documents or files from the programs which are pinned to the taskbar. All of these programs, they are pinned to the taskbar, so all of them will have jump list if you have currently opened or saved any document. I will right click on Mozilla Firefox. You can see the list of the websites which is open. So this is the jump list. So if I want to open any of the program, any of the website, I can directly click on the website. In this way, jump list helps you to open the recently visited websites or recently used documents. Tip number 21, how to use hidden themes in Windows. For that one, just press Windows and R button to open the Run dialog box. Then look for this location C, Windows, globalization, then look for MCT folder, Tip number 21, how to use the hidden themes in Windows 7. Press Windows plus R button to open the Run dialog box, then look for this location C, Windows, globalization, then MCT, and click on OK to open this folder. So these are the hidden themes. Click on any of the folder, double click to open, then click on the themes, and then click on this application icon to install the hidden Windows theme. Tip number 21, how to show or hide the notification from the system tray, notification icons from the system tray. This is the system tray and these are the icons, so you can either hide or show any of the icons from this notification tray. So for that one, what you do is right click on taskbar, then click on properties, then for the notification area click on customize button, now for any of this icon you can select either hide icons and notification, or you can select only notification. In this case, for the Windows Explorer I want to show icons and notification both. I will select, then click on OK. You can see the notification icon or icon which is now available in the notification area. Tip number 24. Tip number 23, how to create a sticky note on the desktop. If you want to remember a note or a memo, then you can create a sticky note on the desktop so that you can remember what you have to do. Click on Start and search for sticky notes. click on it to open. Type in any message now and then leave it. So whenever you open the computer, you will always see this sticky note on the desktop. Once you have finished, just click on this cross icon to delete the sticky note. Tip number 24, how to show additional clock. You have one clock which is displayed in the system tray icon. If you click on this clock, normally you will have one clock displayed here, but if you want to have another clock like this, then you can add it. So click on this time here, then click on change date and time settings. Click on additional clocks tab, then select show this clock, and you can select any time zone. For example, I will select any time zone like Fiji. Then click on apply and then on OK. Then again click on this time. You can see there is one more clock which is added. In this way you can show additional clock. Tip number 25, how to create a desktop background from your pictures. You can always create an interchanging desktop background from your pictures which you have saved. For this one, you need to select the pictures. Let me open Windows Explorer and go to the Pictures tab. Picture. So if I want to make the pictures as an desktop background, then I will click on this one and I will select all the pictures, and then I will right click on it, set as desktop background. Now these pictures will be as a desktop background which will be changing after a certain period of time. Tip number 26, how to run a program pinned on the taskbar with the shortcut key. If you can see, these are the list of the programs which are pinned to the taskbar. So if I need to open this program, then instead of clicking on this one, I can use shortcut key to open the program. Now what you need to do is you need to give a number for these programs. Like the first one, Internet Explorer will be 1, Windows Explorer will be 2, Windows Media Player will be 3, and so on. So if I need to open this Windows Explorer, then what I will do is I will press Window and alphabet and numerical 2. So this will open Windows Explorer. So in this way you can open any program which is pinned to the taskbar with the help of shortcut key. Tip number 27, how to open a command prompt from the desktop. If you want to open command prompt directly from the desktop, then what you do is hold the shift key and then right click on any folder and click on open command window here. So this will open command prompt directly from the desktop. Tip number 28, how to access the secret send to menu. Now if I click on this notepad, right click on the notepad and go to send to, then I will see only few options here. So if I want to see all the secret send to menus, then what I will do is I will hold shift key and then right click on notepad and then go to send to. Now in this case you can see all of the hidden menus for the send to option. Tip number 29, open any program or website from run. Press Windows and R button to open run command. Run dialog box. Now if you want to open any website such as Google, then just type the name of the address of the website and then click on OK. Then it will open in your default browser. In my case the default browser is Google Chrome, so the website Google will open in Google Chrome. Similarly, if you want to open any program from run command, then press Windows and R to open the run dialog box. Then you can type the name of the program, for example Notepad, then click on OK. The program will run. Tip number 30, how to open another instance of program pinned to the taskbar. Suppose if I have one program notepad open here, then if I want to open another notepad, then what I can do is tip number 30, how to open another instance of program pinned to the taskbar. If I have a program which is already open, such as notepad, and if I want to open another instance of program, that means another notepad program, then from the taskbar, then what I can do is I can press on shift button and click on the program. Then what I will have is I will have another instance of program. I will have two windows, one which I have already typed the word hello, and there is another window. Tip number 31, how to make your own shortcut key to run a program. For example, if I have this, suppose I have Word 2016, and if I want to create a shortcut key for Word 2016, what I'll do is I'll right click on the program icon, click on properties, and in this shortcut key right now there is nothing, so what I will do is I will either press Ctrl or Alt, and what you will notice is if I press Ctrl or if I press Alt, the other will naturally or automatically appear. Now you can press any shortcut key, any number or any alphabet. It's better if you press the number key, like suppose 1, because maybe alphabet it will be used for if you press alphabet, maybe it is a default shortcut key for any command, so it's better you press the numbers. For me, what I have done is for Word 2016 I have created a shortcut key, that is Ctrl Alt and 1, then click on apply and OK. Now when you press Ctrl Alt and 1, what happens is Word will run. Tip number 32, how to copy the path of a file. Suppose if I open Windows Explorer and go to E drive, and if I have this file Adobe Photoshop, see, this is the file, and if I want to know what is the path of this document, then the first thing is you can check in this address bar. But suppose if I go deep inside the folders, I will open another folder. But suppose what I do is I will go deep inside the folder. I'll open one folder, then I'll go another folder, and if I go inside another folder, and if I want to know the location of this one, either I can see from the address bar, but if you want to copy the location, then what you can do is press shift and right click, then you can select for copy as path, and if you paste this one in any program like Word or WordPad, then you can see the path of the file. So in this way you can copy the path of a file. Tip number 33, how to find about the system information. If you want to know what is the hardware present in your system, what is the operating system, what is the version of the operating system installed in a program, then you can find everything about your system. Click on start and search for system, look for system information. Click on it. Now you can see everything about your system, the operating system installed, the version, what is the manufacturer name, system name, etc. In this way you can find out everything about your system. Tip number 34, how to sort the installed program from the programs and features in control panel according to the size or the installed date. whenever you install a program, then the programs list will be present in programs and features in control panel. For example, if I open control panel, suppose if I open control panel and go to programs and features, then you can see the list of the programs which I have installed. Now if I want to sort these programs according to the size or according to the install date or version, then I can do. For example, if I click on size, then you can see it's sorted according to the size. The program which has occupied the highest space on the hard disk, or which is the biggest, it is at the top. For example, Adobe Photoshop 1.56 gigabyte, iTunes 204 MB. So in this way, if you want to sort according to the install date, you can click on it. So the programs now is sorted according to the install date. For example, Microsoft 2016 was installed on 10th of October. Tip number 35, how to create a shortcut icon of the programs on desktop. For example, I have this shortcut icon Windows 2016 on the desktop. Suppose if I delete this one, and if I want to have a icon of Word 2016 on the desktop, then what I will do is I click on start, I'll go to all programs, and then I'll look for Word 2016. Then I will press the left button of the mouse and drag this icon to the desktop, and you can see the shortcut for the icon is created on the desktop. Tip number 36, how to set any folder as a toolbar on the taskbar. If you want to make a folder as a toolbar, then what you can do is right click on the taskbar, go to toolbar and new toolbar. Then suppose if I select this folder as a toolbar and click on select folder, what you can see the folder is here. Now it behaves as a toolbar. If I click on it, I can see what is present inside the folder. Tip number 37, how to lock the taskbar. If you don't want the taskbar to move to the right, left or any other position, you can lock it. For that, right click on the taskbar. I have already locked the taskbar. Suppose if I remove this tick mark and if I press and drag the taskbar, you can see the taskbar, it can move to the left or to the right, anywhere. For now, if you want to lock the taskbar, then what you will do is right click on the taskbar, then click and select lock the taskbar. Now when you do this, the taskbar, it won't move to any other position. Tip number 38, how to show or hide all the desktop icons. If you want to hide all of these desktop icons, what you can do is right click on the desktop and go to view, remove the tick marks from this show desktop icons. One you can see is all the icons are hidden. If you want to show all the icons, right click, go to view and select show desktop icons, and all the icons will be visible again. Tip number 39, how to change the computer name. For that one, what to do is right click on computer icon, then click on properties, then under this computer name, domain and workgroup settings, click on change settings. Now to rename this computer or change its domain or workgroup, click on change. So click on this change button, then just give a name to the computer, for example Kundan. Click on OK. Now you can see that you need to restart the computer in order to change the computer name. If you want to restart, click on restart. Tip number 40, how to disable a hardware. Right click on my computer icon, then click on properties, click on device manager, then expand any hardware which you want to disable. For example, if I want to disable this Realtek wireless, right click on it, then click on disable. So this particular hardware will be disabled. Tip number 41, how to install a driver. Right click on computer, click on properties, click on device manager. Now expand the hardware whose driver you want to uninstall. Now in my case I have installed this Realtek driver, so if I want to uninstall this driver, right click on it, then click on uninstall button, so the driver for this particular hardware will be uninstalled. Tip number 42, how to hide a driver in Windows. I will go to my computer icon at first. I can see there are two drives in my system, C and E. Now if I want to hide the driver E, hide the drive E, then what I will do is I will right click on my computer icon, click on manage, click on disk management. Now select the drive which you want to hide. You should always select that drive where you have not installed the operating system. That means you shouldn't select that drive where your operating system is installed. I will select drive E, right click on it, click on change drive letter and paths, then click on remove. Now you can see a message, alert message, that some programs that rely on the driver on drive letters might not run correctly. That means if you have installed any program on drive E, it will not function. Click on yes. Now click on yes again. Now let me go to Windows Explorer. And then let me go to my computer and you can see drive E is hidden. So if you again want to bring back that drive, then what you do is, this is the drive which is hidden. Right click on it, click on change drive letter and path, add, and select the alphabet. Before it was E, I will select E only. Click on OK. Now let me again go to Windows Explorer and go to computer. If I go to computer, I can see drive E again. Tip number 43, how to activate built-in administrator account. Now by default, Windows has an administrator account which is hidden. If you want to activate it, you should at first log into your system as an administrator account. So after you log into your system as an administrator account, then what you do is right click on my computer and go to manage, then click on local users and groups, click on users. Now right click on administrator and click on properties and remove this tick mark from this checkbox. Account is disabled. Click on apply and OK. So what happens is now the administrator account will be visible. Tip number 44, how to activate built-in guest account. If you want other people to use your computer, then you can enable guest mode so that they don't have any permission to make any changes to your computer. For that one, right click on my computer and click on manage again. Click on local users and groups, double click user folder, and for guest account, right click on it, click on properties and remove the tick mark from the checkbox. Account is disabled and click on apply and OK. So now your guest account will be enabled. Tip number 45, how to back up installed driver from your system. Now if you have already installed driver in your system, then you can always extract a backup copy for the driver, so that in case if you format your computer, you can always install the driver so that your hardware will work smoothly. For that, you need to install a software such as Driver Magician. You can download this one from the Google. So if I want to back up the installed driver, what I will do is I will open Driver Magician. I have installed the free version, so I'll just select register later. Now these are the drivers which I have installed, and then if I want to create a backup copy of any of the driver, what I will do is I will select it, then click on start backup. Now select the location, I will select desktop and then click on OK. Now the backup will be started to be created. Now you can see a message that driver backup finished successfully. So I have created on the desktop. So this is the folder for the driver backup. I will just click it to open. This is the driver for my sound card, and these are the extracted drivers. So in this way you can always extract drivers, backup drivers, if you have already installed in your system.